The hard-working Foreign Affairs Minister, Ura Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, abe reacted to near Ekoso was South Africa. We are live on television. Now, lady now confronting Ghana ni Bema Emmanuel Asamoah Bisano questions. So, lady near friend Jacinta Mbubese Zuma. Now, Okudzeto Ablakwa responded to that lady on TV3 key point Jumadesu and then and just say lady ni very ignorant or nimu nkrofo or mu fighty ema South Africa very liberty and again so crampon lady no and sign him say as I'm talking to you now currently in Ghana there were 3,194 South Africans living with us in this country. Okudzeto Ablakwa say she is so ignorant to the extent that lady ne en nim say o man Ghana mu hakra ye was South Africa for ye host you na otwa so no e na o kire say sa Ghana ni abrante na wo mu hia no jojo no wo the street of Soweto no abanya ye hihye ya wo mu eberu loketi eye sa abrante no e de na for South Africa wa akọ other place ba one disclose but Okudzeto Ablakwa e kire say they will relocate that guy from South Africa and hihye no astati. We are the hard-working Foreign Affairs Minister. Quick.
So this is Jacinta Zuma, and this is her explanation to you essentially because this she got in touch with people around her because of the conversation. She's justifying or explaining why this happened. That she says we did something to Nigerians and so on, and the fact that we should fix the country and let people stay here to work. That's the explanation. You heard her for yourself. Now, what have you got to say on this?
Her ignorance and bigotry is most alarming. Look, first of all, when you listen to this lady, she clearly does not know that Ghana is hosting, currently as we speak, by official records, 3,194 South Africans who are living here. If you check our NIA data, the number of South Africans who have registered as non-Ghanaians to obtain the Ghana card, 3,194. 3,194 official statistics. So, to make the claim that if you travel out of your country, then you're probably out of your mind, you don't want to fix your country. Is she aware that there are over 1 million South Africans living outside South Africa? I mean, these are official statistics. And then this claim that you want to blame foreigners for crimes.
So 65%.
Crime should be handled as crime. Perpetrators should be punished. You don't distort it and use the unfortunate high crime in South Africa, which we all empathize with South Africans. I know many Ghanaians who have been victims of crime in South Africa. But you do not, because of bigotry, because of hatred, blame that on foreigners. But you see, this lady has to be taught some history. The Africans you are targeting today are the very people responsible for your liberation. It is us who came together, joined forces. Indeed, if you read Nelson Mandela's book, and I've brought a copy here, Long Walk to Freedom, the Madiba, Nelson Mandela, who led the liberation struggle in South Africa against apartheid, acknowledges the role of Ghana and many other African countries in supporting the ANC that led to the liberation of Jacinta and all of these people. And this is not how you show appreciation. Let me read from page 295 of Nelson Mandela's book, Long Walk to Freedom. When he traveled to Ethiopia to address the OAU in the early 60s. This is what he had to say about Ghana. He said, in my address, I thanked the assembled nations for exerting pressure on South Africa, citing in particular Ghana, Nigeria, and Tanganyika. You know, Tanganyika is now Tanzania. Tanganyika and Zanzibar merged to now have modern-day Tanzania. Who spearheaded the successful drive to oust South Africa from the British Commonwealth? This is Nelson Mandela addressing African leaders and thanking Ghana, thanking Nigeria, thanking modern-day Tanzania for the lead role we played in liberating our brothers and sisters in South Africa. After this address, Nelson Mandela and Oliver Tambo decided to tour the whole of Africa, seeking support, because they had then decided that, look, the ANC must now move up in terms of its strategies. It must now mobilize, form an army. They must escalate to boldly confront the apartheid regime, because the massacre, the killings of blacks was no longer tenable. Where did they get their support from? African countries.
True.
And Nelson Mandela documents them country by country in his book. For example, if you come to page 300, he says, in Liberia, I met with President Tubman, who not only gave me $5,000 for weapons and training, but said in a quiet voice, quote, have you any pocket money? I confessed that I was a bit low, and instantly an aide came back with an envelope containing $400 in cash. From Liberia, I went to Ghana, where I was met by Oliver Tambo and entertained by Guinea's resident minister, Abdoulaye Diallo. And he documents leader after leader. In Senegal, he spoke highly of President Senghor. And he said, in the end, President Senghor furnished me. I'm reading from page 302. President Senghor furnished me with a diplomatic passport and paid for our plane fares from Dakar to our next destination in London. And this is how they left Africa. Ghana, if you come to the foreign ministry where I lead, we have a tall list of South Africans we issued Ghanaian passports to, because they had been declared stateless. We had to give them aliases so that they can go around, mobilize.
So we Foreign Affairs Minister Ura Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. See, South Africa now, South Africa for our own history no. Your foreign minister actually omo history. Sanity. Yes. Nobody is sitting here saying say Obi was South Africa no ye Ghanaian. Now committed crime am I deal with him. So one study some way starting how am I handle issue we or platform we so the same way na minister na ikasa no. Also when him Ghana for more South Africa and as Ghana for South Africa, some of them made the money. The same microphone na no more problem is fine. But won't me your country what other citizens from your country living outside the country? Ebi Africa ha, ebi within Africa ha, ebi so outside Africa. Na chinchino so obi a wabet no krom de onko. nti unkrofo no mo muti obi man so no obi man so nkrofo so nsori nka se onkonko fix ni kuro. We have to understand say we are saying na ye movement or mind. You understand? You cannot just stay in your country and do everything. At a point, you will have to travel outside your country. It's a fact. That is why, even though America is better than Africa, Americans head us over Africa. United Kingdom for Africa. You understand? Ghana need to kwanko Togo, Ghana need to kwanko Burkina, Ghana need to kwanko Mali. And just say Mali and Burkina is better than Ghana. You understand? Ghana need to kwanko Sudan, and just say Sudan is better than Ghana. You understand? South now Kenya ni eba Ghana, and just say Ghana is better than Kenya. And South Africa needs to tikruma, and just say Ghana is better than South Africa. Nigeria needs to just say Nigeria, Ghana is better than Nigeria. Ghana needs Nigeria, and just say Nigeria is better than Ghana. No. As I say, baby, we are seeing our bedroom. We have to understand, say, traveling and migrating, no, are a part of us. We cannot live without it. And see, on my new one, so be sorry, I can't be on the chrome. It doesn't work like that. You see? But to be very honest, no, I am very happy how your foreign affairs minister ni aban we see handle issue we diplomatically. I am so happy. And many I say this is how I handle issue. First, no, about foreign ministry, the passport no betty. Sana ajuma foreign ministry, you know, beyond passport. Yeah. And so that is the update coming from foreign affairs ministry. Kuya to Ablakwa. And there I brought key points Jumadi so ewo TV3. In fact, yabo aban we abaso for handling this issue very well. Actually, say Ghana ni wa man ni bia wo gidi so you safe. It's a problem is here. Very fantastic. You can pass your comments and I'll be right back. Thank you.